What's up, y'all? Today, we're gonna talk about, and I was telling somebody close to me, man, if she don't have a dad in her life, put a rubber on, man. If she don't have a dad in her life, put a rubber on, and do not argue with me about this. This is not something you want to argue with me about. And the Bible even said, avoid immoral women. But this damn country has made marriage is big business, man. Extracting resources out of your pocket is big business. So many businesses are based on you spending money, on women spending, on you spending money on women spending your money. So many businesses, man. You know how much money what's his name, Bezos, Amazon, all these companies, would lose if, like you say, men just, it don't make sense. But if there's no, let me get back. If there's no dad, I'm not even talking about a stepdad either. Some of these stepdads step up to the plate, and some of these stepdads is worse than being single. They're not even being there. But if there's no man in that house, if you go, if you go to this broad's houses, man, and there's no man in there that look like her or resemble her, man, put a rubber on, bro. I'm trying to save you a heart. Don't argue. Do like you said. Don't argue with me. I don't need to hear your but, or go back and forth. Don't argue with me about this. It's not, crazy women got the best sex, but they're the hardest ones to get away from. Especially if they know where you live. That's another, like, don't be messing with these bras. Like, they don't need to know where you live, bro. These women don't need to know where you live, man. That's another no-no, man. Don't let these women know where you live. It's gonna be too hard to get away from them. And it's impossible to get away from crazy. You got some of these dudes, they fly all the way across country. That's the only way to get away from some of these women, is to fly all the way across country. Move from Seattle all the way to Miami just to get away from their ex. That's how bad how toxic, crazy females are. But I'm telling you, man, don't argue with me, dude. Especially you young dudes. You think you know everything. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. These bras is not who they say they are, man. And you're not leaving yourself no out. Yeah, put a rubber on, man. And if it's meant to be, shit, man, yeah, you got some women that come from not having a dad that want a dad in their life, but the percentages don't work, man. The percentages of that shit don't work, man. The percentages is just, I don't care how good the sex is. I don't know, man. I'm not God. I'm not the man with all the answers. But what I'm telling you, from what I see and what it's not worth it, bro. You better off just putting a rubber on and just staying out the way and let time reveal who's who. Because time will reveal who's who got value, who don't, who just in it for, because a lot of times you'll put a rubber on, that motherfucker get pregnant anyway. And you've been using a rubber. You see what I'm saying? Oh, shit, Well, yeah, it could happen, this and that. But like you said, they'll move on anyway. And that's what you want. Let that motherfucker move on. Let Pookie have that shit, man. Let Pookie and, the grape swisher. Pookie with the grape swisher and the bottle of Hennessy. Let him have that shit. Let him have that, man. That's type of stuff for Pookie. Yeah, a world of trouble, a world of mess. Bring nothing, no, that's not what you want, man. But this is some stuff I be trying to tell, some people get tired of hearing it, but I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help people who want to listen to her, it's not worth it. Like you say, time will reveal what people's intentions are. And once you get caught up in the system, once your name is stuck in the system, you all messed up. We got so many men now don't even want to work because they own paperwork. You know, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. So it does not make sense for, to put yourself in that position when there's like nothing to gain. You gain nothing. You gain absolutely nothing by going into a situation like that. You don't gain anything. Unloyal female, I mean, but she was unloyal, that's all you get. Yeah, for real. That's man, I'm telling you real stuff, man. If there's no dad in that female's life, put a rubber on. Shit. Yeah, don't argue, and do not argue with me about this. There's plenty of, like you said, there's plenty of women. If not, stay single, man. Stay on the sideline. Just stay your ass on the sideline, dog. Just stay on the sideline. That's the best thing you can do. Just stay on the sideline, man. Yeah, if you go to her house and there's no man in her, if there's no dad in her life, put a rubber on, man.